Hello students, today we are going to see the development of a square pyramid. So in the two cases are there that when the base side is parallel to VP and when the base side is equally inclined to VP. Now we can see that the exact square pyramid. Uh, so here is the vertical plane and here is the horizontal plane, vertical and horizontal plane. One square pyramid also with us, that this is a square pyramid with 4 sides and all sides are meeting with a common apex. Here it is, triangular faces are there. So pyramid is having a triangular faces, prism is having a rectangular faces. Okay, that is the difference between square pyramid and the prism, or pyramid and prism. Now this is what the position when the base sides are parallel to VP. This is what the VP. So these base sides are parallel to VP. If I will keep this pyramid in this fashion or in this way, so this inclination, okay, you can see this sides, this one and this one, is equally inclined to VP. Now we can say, so this is what the equally inclined position. Okay, so in the first case, when the base sides are parallel to VP, base sides are parallel to VP, then in this case the front view that we are getting on the VP, that is a triangle, but we are not getting the exact true length of this slant edges. These are the slant edges. Okay, rather in this case, second case, when we are keeping that in this way, so equally inclined to VP these base sides are, so in this case we are getting the true length of the slant edges. So let us see that difference. So in the first case, when the base sides is parallel to VP, so the top view is a square and front view as a triangle. Okay, so ABCD is a square with a side of 30 mm, and this is what the front view, that O dash, A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, again with the O dash. This is what a triangle as a front view. But this O dash, this O dash, A dash, B dash is not a true length. Okay, so to find the true length, what we have done, we have drawn one horizontal line from point O in a top view, and then we have taken OA in a top view. We have taken O to A, this as a radius, O as a center, and then we have drawn this arc. Okay, so this arc will intersect to this horizontal line passing through point O somewhat here, that is A1. Transfer this A1 point in a front view. Okay, it will intersect to the base somewhat here, so we are getting new point, that is A1 dash. Okay, we need to join this A1 dash with this O dash. Okay, so this is what the exact true length. Now here it is, that is via red color line. Okay, you have to transfer this line somewhat here. Okay, so suppose you need to draw parallel line first. Okay, that we have drawn parallel line, then take O dash to A1 dash as a radius, O dash to A1 dash as a radius. Okay, next take one point, any one point O as a center, and draw one arc. Okay, then take 30 mm as a radius, that is length of the any side of the square. Okay, then take any one point on that arc that we have previously drawn, and mark 4 small arcs on that major arc that we have previously drawn. Okay, and mark those points as A dash, B, A, B, C, D, again A. Join this point again with O. Okay, join these all points again with O. So we are getting some triangles like this, and join A with B, B with C, C with D, D with A. Okay, so this is what the first case, when the base side is parallel to VP. Second, when the base sides are equally inclined to VP. So that I have shown you that this is what the position. Okay, so these sides are parallel, equally inclined to VP. Okay, so in this case we are getting this top view as a square again. There is the position equally inclined. Okay, and this is what the top view. Front view again a triangle, but that is with the exact true length. Okay, similarly you need to transfer this true length again, draw parallel line, take O dash to A dash as a radius, draw one major arc. Okay, then take radius 30 mm, take any one point on the arc and draw 4 small arcs on it, and then join all the points with O, A with B, B with C, C with D. And so this is what the developed area of the square pyramid. Now let us start with the problem. So we have one problem with this, that is figure shows front view of a square pyramid resting on its base on HP with a base side equally inclined to VP. It is cut by an AIP, that is auxiliary inclined plane. Draw development of lateral surface, retained part if apex is removed. So here is the given figure that is given to you. What is here? A square pyramid with 50 mm side. Okay, equally inclined means it is inclined to horizontal or vertical plane by 45 degree. Okay, this is what a top view, this is what a front view, and one AIP which is inclined to horizontal by 45 degree bisecting the axis. Okay, so axis side is given to you 70 mm. So bisecting means you need to take that position by 35 mm from the apex or 35 mm from the base, that is exactly at the center of the axis. So this is inclined by 45 degree. So this cutting plane, you can see it will intersect the extreme generator somewhat here. So this is what our first half, this is what our second half. So the first half we need to remove, and for this second half we need to show that development of the surface. Let us start with the problem that as it is equally inclined, so I have shown here that the square pyramid or the top view as a square, these sides CD and AD are equally inclined, that is by 45 degree with a horizontal. Okay, then join diagonals AC BD. Okay, we are getting here the base. Okay, make it dark. Measure the axis, that is 70 mm here, and at 35 mm you need to show the cutting plane. So plot the front view as a triangle. So that is well known to you that for a pyramid, square pyramid, we are getting front view as a triangle for this position. Now you can show the distances also, that what we have plotted. So this is what the 35 mm distance from base and apex as well, and the total height is of 70 mm. This is 35 up to this point, again 35 up to apex. You can show, you can mark the labeling also. So here it is O dash, here it is C dash, then B dash, D dash, and here it is E dash. Okay, now as we have transferred this point from top view to front view, we are getting points in a front view. Okay, the square also we can show this dimension also. So this square having the side length of 50 mm, that also we can show. This is what 50 mm, right? Now the position of cutting plane, that is bisecting the 35 mm above the base. You need to mark that 35 mm from the center, and then you can plot the angle of 40 degree from this position. So here it is. Cutting plane, that is AIP. So here it is intersecting to the extreme generator. Okay, so this is what the required area. We can show it separately. So this body is divided into two half. Now this is first, this is what a second. So this first we need to remove. Okay, that as it is given in a problem that if apex is removed. So this first part is concerned with the apex, so that we have removed when it is cut by a cutting plane. So the body is divided into two half. Okay, so the part which is concerned with the apex, that we have removed, the part which is with the base, that we are considering. Okay, then what is next? Okay, you need to draw a parallel line from base, okay, as well as from the apex. Okay, that is parallel to horizontal. Okay, then next is what we need to do. We need to draw a parallel line to this O dash C dash. Okay, as it is a true length. If it is equally inclined to VP, then the length that we are getting for this extreme generator O dash C dash, it is a true length. That is a slant height or a slant length. Okay, so in this way we can draw. Then I can mark here. This is what the point O, new point. Okay. Then take O dash to C dash as a radius. This is what the radius. Okay, take any one point on that line that you have drawn. Okay, parallel. Okay, and then draw one arc. Okay, then take 50 mm as a radius in your compass and mark four arcs. Okay, so this is first, then second. The arc that we are getting, that is the center for the new arc. Okay, here is, then again one more. Okay, so can mark this point, that is what, A, B, C, D, and again A. We need to join this point again with O. This we can join this simply. We are meeting with apex O. Okay, you can erase this the projection, extra projection, avoid the complication. So this is what the total developed area for this pyramid, square pyramid. Now join this A with B, B with C, C with D, and D with A, D with A. So this is what we have done. We have simply opened that pyramid. So you can also see here what the development of a pyramid. So I'll join all these points, all these edges. So this is what a pyramid. Okay, so the first point, that is A, and the last point is also A. So if you are closing this pyramid, you are getting that common slant edge, that is A with the red color line, that can be seen from your side. Now it is what a development that we have opened this and we are getting, but the condition is that we need to cut it. So here in the problem, that position of cutting plane is given to you. So this AIP is inclined to horizontal by 45 degree, 40 degree, that is given to you, 40 degree exactly from the center. Okay, so this is what 35, and then we have drawn a horizontal line, and this is what the AIP. Now we have seen that this is cutting plane is intersecting to this extreme generator and the axis somewhat here. So what we can mark this point as that 1 dash, then 2 dash, then 3 dash, and then again 4 dash. Okay, so what we are getting after the cutting, that if it is that pyramid and we are going to cut it. Okay, so this is what the front view, which will be like this, and this is what the position of suppose I will show that position. Here it is, suppose this is considered in this case, if it is the position that from here is the cutting plane, and I will try to show you that what will be the developed area after cutting. Okay, so we need to tear off tear of this pyramid from that position, that is the cutting plane inclined to horizontal by 40 degree. Okay, so these two parts that we are getting, so we need to remove this apex area. So this is my in the left hand, in the right hand the base area is there. Okay, we need to show this part. Okay, in this way we are getting after developing. Okay, so I will keep it here, I will show you later on. Now we have seen that this is what the points that we are getting: 1 3 2 dash 4 dash 1 dash. We need to transfer this point on this slant edge, that is in this way. Match the scale with the baseline, transfer this 1 dash on the slant edge, 2 dash 4 dash again on the slant edge, then 3 dash 4 dash again on the slant edge. Okay, now here it is, I will show again. Three dash, 2 dash 4 dash and 1 dash. So 1 dash is on the generator, that is A dash O dash. 3 dash point is on the generator O dash C dash. 2 and 4, these points are on the generator O dash B dash and O dash D dash. Okay, so take this O as a center, take this O to 3 dash as a radius. See where I am keeping the compass, and draw one arc up to the generator of C. So here is the generator of C, here is the generator of C. Okay, as this point 3 is on this generator of C. Okay, you need to draw arc up to the generator of C. You can mark here this point. Okay, then similarly O as a center, again O to 2 and 4, the radius will be similar. Those are these point 2 and 4 on the generator B and D. Okay, so up to B and D you need to draw the arc. So here it is. Okay, so here it is B and here it is D. Okay, B and D. Then last one, that is 1, here it is. So 1 is up to A, one point that we are getting, it is on the generator of A. Okay, so you need to mark this point. I will make it dark. Here it is. I will try to show you that points where the curve will be there. Okay, now you can show these points also, that here is the 1, then here is the 2, then 3, then 4 and again 1. Okay, you need to join this point now the scale as a straight line. So 1 with 2, 2 with 3, 3 with 4, 4 with again 1, 1 with A with B, D, sorry, D with C, C with B and B with A. Okay, so this area is what the develop. This part that we have removed, here it is, this apex area that we have removed, here it is, the base site or base area, it is here. Okay, thank you. If any problem, please ask. Can put your comments regarding any doubt or any queries regarding this problem. So here is the question is with you, here is the solution. Okay, previously before that we have seen also 2 cases regarding the square pyramid, how it can be placed with vertical plane and horizontal plane. Okay, thank you.